Hey guys, hello and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be taking a look at the best axe that I've owned. There are better axes out there, but for the price, this is pretty hard to beat. So this is a Hultafors 2¼ pound. I think they might call this their forest axe or medium forest axe or something. And a quick overview of the company: they are a Swedish company. They've been making axes for a very long time. Made by Hultafors. You've got the branding right there. I wish that was stamped in like that logo is right there. Hope it's focusing. And but whatever, I'm not too worried about that. Now, one thing that I like about Swedish axes is how the heads are attached. You see how this sticks up just a little bit? You've got a little bit more wood sticking out the top than most other, especially the cheaper axes that you buy that often be sitting flush. And this gives you more security, and it just looks better in my opinion. Now I've got these really nice round wedges right on the end there, and what that does is, instead of a traditional just the flat wedge where you've got just a single piece of metal, it's not a round one, the little stepped wedges, this will push the wood out in all directions, so it'll fill the gaps front to back and side to side, and it just all around more secure. So I believe this is the 26-inch. He has a 26-inch handle. Beautiful hickory handle. I've got marks burned in every 6 inches just for measuring things. And I have a paracord bash guard on here, whatever you want to call it. These are hand forged. Even though they are their budget line, these are hand forged. They do have some nicer ones, which are more expensive, and they also look a lot better. Instead of this kind of American style looking bottom of the axe here, the cheeks actually come down just a little bit. They look a little bit nicer, but this is the one I have for now. The edge from factory was very, very good. It was literally shaving sharp, which you don't get with most axes nowadays. I've used this thing for a while now. I have sharpened it a couple times. It holds an edge quite well. It is high carbon steel. You can still see some of the forge marks and stuff, especially on this side of it, which is really neat. I don't really like the machined look. Got this beautiful handle. The grain orientation is correct. You see how the grains go up and down. The best grain orientation is straight up and down this way. Anything 45 or better is acceptable. If you have a grain orientation where the grains are going this way, don't buy it. That handle will break fairly quickly. These are oriented correctly, and the wood is very high quality. There's no cracks or anything. It's very nice wood, and it comes with a little pamphlet that tells you how to maintain it, which is nice. For what I think I paid $115 for this one. That's Canadian. They're a lot cheaper in the US, and you could probably find them cheaper in Canada and other places too. But where I got this here in Alberta, that's what I paid for it. It's a very, very good axe. Yeah, I would buy it again in a heartbeat. And it splits very well. The geometry is it's a cutting axe, but it does split better than most cheap axes. The Swedish have been building axes for a very, very long time, and they definitely know what they're doing. So we're gonna go out and we're gonna do some quick chopping. Take a look at that, and I've already showed you some splitting. It's an outstanding axe all around. Now the reason I went for the 26-inch handle is it's about the right size for most things. You can take down some pretty good sized trees with it, and it's also small enough you can strap it to the side of a pack and it's not going to bother you. It's yeah, if you got it strapped on the side of your pack, it's about the right size. It's also small enough you can do pretty small work with one-handed delimbing and even carving, it's a pretty good size. And even like if you're thinking that an axe is not ideal for this small stuff and the machete would work better, you might be right, but this will do everything you need. If you got a sharp, it'll do what you need. The only thing I'm not a huge fan of with this axe is when you first buy it, it does not come with a sheath or anything. At least the one that I got. The nicer line does come with a pretty good sheath, but I had to get my brother to make me one. And yeah, I would like that for 115, 120 bucks or whatever it was. I wish that they would come with a sheath just to keep it sharp and to protect yourself from cutting yourself. These things are not dull. So in conclusion, I would definitely recommend this axe, especially if for someone who wants to get into some Swedish axes but doesn't want to spend the money on some really high-end ones. There are a lot of other companies that make, or Swedish companies that make really good axes, and yeah, they would all be a pretty good option. But this one, for the price, is probably one of the best. It's cheaper than a lot of other models, and this one's about the right size for most things. If you want one nice do-it-all axe that will last you a couple of lifetimes if you maintain it, and if you don't want to break the bank, this is a way to go in my opinion. So thanks for watching. Please leave a like and a sub, and I'll catch you on the next one.